that. So you are in for a treat. By the way, Cart, my admin, is recording this big section so that we can, so somehow we're going to have to get that big thing off of the screen. So anyway, here's what our plans are for tonight. I want to make sure that you have plenty of snacks and beverages over there, so feel free to get that at any time. We're going to start like we normally start with our circle, and we're going to take about 10 minutes to get to know each other. So those of you who are in the room, we're going to have you congregate, partner up with somebody. It can be 2 or 3, so sometimes people like to get in threes. But I want you to talk about what was it that made you come here tonight? What was it that really drove you to be here tonight? And then the second question to discuss is, what percentage of your time did you think about your wardrobe and your style this past week? Okay, so 2 questions there. And once we come back from this breakout, I am gonna, Jen, you and Lydia, I'll put you all into a breakout room really quickly here in just a moment. But we'll come back, we'll do a quick debrief, and then I'm gonna turn it over to Marty to get us going on our style journey, okay? All right, so go ahead and find 1 or 2 people to get connected with. And we're gonna go ahead and start talking. If you want to be in this, right? Yes, you can be in this. Okay. So you and I think you're what? Yeah. So I work here and then I think and then just for how much have you thought about your wardrobe? Not at all. Not as much as this week I'm looking at typically as the time to figure out what it is. Yeah, well, yeah, so I mean, like my parents well, I've been here long enough to say yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. Can I hear you talk about
Yeah, streets were
like will randomly change. Like you have to walk Indiana, like, dude, like, how am I on mower? I thought I was on your shelf. Like this is right where like it changes. No, you don't even like you're going straight. And then like it changes like 3 times. Like what? So yeah. Like, are you trying to confuse me? Because it's working.
Okay, so let's come back together. And we have a big white block on our screen that I can't get off, so I can sort of, so Lydia, like if you could look around here around the side, the other way, other way, other way. Yeah, it's, the only thing is, we don't have the mouse to this. Yeah. So what I can do is leave and come back. Hold on. You might have to dial back in. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, so real quickly, what I'd like for you to do, just a very quick debrief here. So when you talk, just say what your name is and something that you heard from somebody else about the discussion.
Today?
Just now.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Let's start with Gina.
Okay. So this is Amy, and Amy gave me a really, really great tip for when I go shopping. She likes to buy multiples of the same thing when she finds something she likes. And I never thought to do that in my life. So thank you, Amy. That's what I heard.
Great. Okay, Amy?
So this is Gina. So she hasn't bought anything, like anything new in 3 years.
Wow.
Oh. She shops in public.
Very interesting. You're gonna be educated tonight.
Well, and I want to know why. Because that could be a real, like, you could be like, I wanted to do this for a reason, not because you didn't want to. So that's why.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so how about over here?
We spent a lot of time skating. Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to just see each other on.
Yes.
So we're like, I don't want to touch her, but I'm
But I'm like, is it you?
So we never have been like a formal, like, how do you touch her? So we were deep.
She needs help.
I'm stuck in the 80s and she.
Goodwill shopper? Okay. All right. Hey, I'm right there with you. All right, Melody, how about you?
I didn't tell anybody here, I'm not coming late, but, had to take a phone call. I generally, when I buy something, I don't buy something new, and when I buy, well, very rarely do I buy something new. When I do buy something new, it has to be on sale, and I don't. So,
Bargain shopper.
yeah, I do not like to pay retail at all.
Okay. Good to know. Okay, Annie.
So I talked to Mercedes and, Paige.
Yep.
Yes, okay, and we kind of veered off the topic of fashion, but we were talking about how, like, what we wear to work and how we haven't really thought about it this past week, but.
So Annie is staying in one of our Airbnb rooms, solitude room. She's with us for about 3 months.
Yeah.
Aren't you? Yeah.
All summer.
Very good.
Well, I'm going to see it. No, I'm kidding.
What?
I said, we'll come this, we have to come.
Yeah, no, you can, I mean, I work 7 to 7, so.
Oh, God.
But,
I'm Mercedes, and I met Paige and Annie,
yes.
and Annie's in an internship, in a nursing internship at Eskenazi, and she's a producer. And then Paige, we talked about, where we lived.
Yeah, we talked about where we live.
Where we lived,
And
right?
the
streets change as you're driving.
And I'm like, how did I get on the street? I kept going straight, like, I don't know, it's completely different street.
And we talked about our fashion, so, I thought about clothes and what I look like maybe a few times this week. Typically it's a whole lot more. And then these ladies said they just put them on.
Yeah.
You know,
All right. All right, so Veronica.
I'm Paige, sorry. Yeah, we just kind of talked about, where we're from, like where we area, where we live, and yeah. I have not thought about clothing at all because I've had a lot of other things on my mind, so that didn't even register.
I'm Veronica, and I was talking to Marty, and we just love fashion. And she was telling me about her calling, what she decided to get into this field, and I was telling her about why I like it, and then we talked about our children, and, you know, owning a business, we both are business owners, so, yeah. And we think, well, I really think about fashion.
I listen, every day. I have to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say this is Veronica, same thing, just we have so much in common in that way. And I learned that she has a 23-year-old daughter who just came out of college. And, we can talk about that. Okay,
And,
we'll find out.
we have four kids, she's got four kids, I have young kids, so there you go.
Do you want to get your screen up while I check what in online? Okay, so online, there were 3 of you online. So what did you talk about?
I'll go first. Jennifer said that her teenage daughter says she has no sense of fashion and her daughter is listening in.
Exactly. I have none. So Lydia is what we call cost conscious. So she's wants to make sure she's getting bang for her buck. And she hasn't really bought anything for herself in a while because she's bought more things for her kids.
Okay.
Then I also heard Lydia, and it resonated with me that she just feels mature and frumpy, and she kind of wants to reinvigorate her wardrobe. And I resonate with that one.
All right. So we got some resonators up in here.
And we also all kind of said that, or at least I know Jennifer and I did. I wasn't sure when I wasn't here when you jumped in. She came in a little bit afterwards, but we were talking about how just with COVID and stress and just this stage in life, like I just don't even care anymore. Like, you know, I've owned this shirt for I don't know how many how many years. I'm like, it still works. You know, it's hard to drum up energy with the mental health crisis, what it is in the United States right now and across the world. And this is just kind of one of those things that you got to put on the back burner. Yeah. But I know it's a form of self-care. So I know that, you know, makes you feel less than too, when you don't take the time to, or the focus to make you feel, you know, like a successful woman.
Yes. Good stuff. And these are the real conversations we need to be having, right? I mean, I don't know about you, but when COVID happened, I was like, I'm just gonna wear a VIP t-shirt and my black stretchy pants every day. And some days, I mean, probably 50% of the time, that's what I'm in. So that's why it's important for Marty to be here, because she is about to inspire us in ways that we could never imagine. So Marty, go ahead. Let's give Marty a hand. She's gonna take us on a journey.
If you want the other ladies to show them.
I don't know if she knows how this is
I
happening.
think it's just a view.
Yeah, it just, it's kind of finicky that way, so.
But they can see everything here.
Yeah, they can see everything.
Your pictures are gorgeous.
There they are. There they go.
Hi, ladies. I'm excited to be here. Thank y'all for coming. I hope this will be a great moment for y'all to think about some things. But I'm Marty Justice, and I am a personal wardrobe stylist, and I consult busy mamas. Really, that's my heart, because that's who I am, and that is, we don't make time for ourselves. So I consult, I shop, I style, and that's for women who work at home. That's for women that are in the business world, working outside of the home. That's entrepreneurs, that's stay-at-home moms, because I was both. I am now an entrepreneur, but I stayed at home for years with my kids and homeschooled and all that good stuff. But I help women feel seen, heard, and known, because we disappear as moms. And even if you're a single woman, you can become, that's my job, instead of who you are. And just taking a moment out of our day just to say, it's worth me taking some time to
put myself together and feel pretty in my own skin. If it's not for anyone else but you, it's fine. Yeah, the workforce, yep, that has a place for it too, but I'm talking to the heart of a woman. We all need that. So I also coach women to be confident in their skin, about what they're wearing, how they're presenting themselves. What are you telling the world about you? That is my passion. I love women. I love what I do because of my own story. I know what it feels like to disappear. I know what it feels like to be so busy that all I can do is just throw on the things. So that's my passion and that's why I'm here. So I also want you guys to have style that reflects you, not everybody in the trends and the things that come, you know, because they're all out there. And some people either tend toward more trend and they don't, or some people are just like, I don't care. Well, we have to mesh it in the middle. All right. So if you guys would just take like 5 minutes to do the questionnaire that I put together for y'all, that would be awesome. And then we'll come back in about 5 minutes. Choose as many as you can. You see this. If multiple of those answers fit you, you just circle them. Is everybody about done, or you've got some people? All done? All right. So, on just one second.
I have you in a minute. Yes, I have a couple of models from you tonight. He is one of them. But okay, so who wants to share? Can we start online? Like a couple of y'all tell me some of your answers to the questions, please.
Sure, I'll share.
Okay.
What is my current style? Well, I'm old and washed up, especially according to the teenager. So my style, I mean, I have what I like to call my Gen style. I don't really feel like I fit into any of these categories. So I feel like I have my own style, which is all of those mixed together. So I hate shopping. So I couldn't tell you, I order a lot of things off Amazon. That's the best I can do because I hate trying things on. I hate going into stores.
Okay.
And we talked about this in the group a little bit. I'm in a weight loss mode, so I'm in between sizes and trying to find things that fit, or either they are too tight or they're too big right now. So I'm kind of in that in between. As far as what I'm wearing now, I actually was in the group of people that didn't change what I wore when it came to COVID. I felt like I had to get up and get ready for the day just to get my day going, and to make myself feel a little bit better. So I kind of really didn't have a change on that one. And I think some of my clothes fit my body and my professional goals. I don't know. Let's ask Angie on that one. And then of course I put out a style on my outfits, you know, and of course I'm going to throw my daughter under the bus again. She tells me that. That's me.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? One of y'all want to say something online? No.
I don't mind. I'll go. I have, so I can't switch back and forth because I was looking on the screen and writing my answers on my phone. So I'll just tell you a short little story that kind of describes my fashion. So I have, as a CEO, I've always had to kind of dress professionally. And as I shared in the room, like, I'm just tired now. I don't even care anymore. And so it's like something happened through COVID and graduations and everything that I had to shepherd my children through. Both of them lost their senior years to COVID. And life has beat you up so much. And so I had many people had told me along the way, like, you really wear your clothes. Like, some people wear clothes, you wear clothes. You know, it's like, I feel like I had it somewhere down the line. I had felt that put together look. And recently I went to my nephew's birthday party. And so I've always gone for, you know, the 3 words I said for number 2 were modern, polished, and chic, because that kind of fits my profession. But we went to my nephew's birthday party, and it was out in the middle of nowhere, Illinois. Everybody was wearing overalls, and like, there was nobody that cared a stitch about fashion. And then this one school mom walks in, and she was probably half of all of our ages, which was a struggle anyway. But she walks in, and she was a goddess, and she had like these sparkly rose gold stilettos on and a really cool jean jacket that had, you know, just some like embellishments in the rose gold sparkle. And she had fake eyelashes and like cheek implants and lip implants. And of course, you know, all of us in the room are like, what is her deal? Like, come on, you're trying too hard, honey, you know, right? You're going to get in that little women judgy phase just because you feel bad about yourself. But you're like, this is a kid's birthday party in the middle of the cornfields. Why are you dressed like that? So we invited her to sit at our table, and she actually owns a salon where they do the lip injections and everything. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. You know, she's a walking advertisement for her salon, and fantastic. Yeah. And the more we talked to her, like, the rest of us, all of us left that day. She's just such a wonderful lady. And we all left that day going, you know, we could do better. You know? Like, it was so funny because the next day my girlfriend shows up at staff meeting and she's got a falsies on, you know, and like, we're all trying these new things because we realize we're just like, we needed to be reinvigorated and see a woman who did it well to encourage us, like, okay, you know, maybe we don't have to do all that, but we could dial it up a little.
Yes, the cornfields, even the fact that she has the guts to do it, like, I applaud her.
because she's being herself. Like, that's what she brought to the table. I love it. I think COVID has been a major thing. So let's talk a little bit about that, especially with how Lydia even said how it affected her. Like, I don't care. Is there anyone else in the room that feels like they went through that and they haven't recovered and they're kind of stuck there? Especially since we can be at home now, right? So, yeah. Anybody want
I
to?
still work in my pajamas.
Yeah.
It's for real, because I work a lot from home and I'm not around anybody. And so now when I have to go somewhere, if it's casual, I'll wear casual. If I need dress up, I'll dress up. If it's, a gala, I'll wear a nightgown. It's like I have the ability to, but I'm like, who am I gonna see? No one. Why do I need to get out of my fuzzy slippers, my sweatpants, and my comfy shirt? I don't. So I'm like, but then somebody's like, hey, let's run over here. Like, oh, I'm like, no, I am still in my pajamas at 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah. And then do you have makeup on at that point? So that you are not put together at all.
I look like I just crawled out of bed. Like, as she's seen many times. I was like, I really do get up, I wash my face, I brush my hair, but I'm like, I'm not putting makeup on, I'm not doing my hair, it's up in a bun.
Yeah.
I'm still in my sweatpants and fuzzy slips in the bathrobe, because it's warm and comfy.
And do you just, and anybody can answer this, do you feel differently when you do put on clothes? Do you feel differently? Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Because you feel empowered when you look the part.
Yes.
Like when I have my makeup on and I have my hair done, I feel like I can conquer the world. It's like, come at me, I dare you.
Anybody else want to just add one more comment and then we'll move on to have a beautiful model that wants to come out and show the world.
See, I was simple today. No makeup. I had on a t-shirt that said Grace found me and some lounge pants, and I was at work and I had some flags, so I still got a flag. And I went home and put this dress on. I'm like, because I was coming to Marty J's house. And I put on makeup in the car in the parking lot. That was fun. So sometimes you do it because you just want to present. And I could have presented the other way just as well as so you just don't know. And I didn't want to come in and people have on gowns.
Oh my gosh.
And so I didn't know what to expect, I guess is what I should say.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I could have just drove here from work and
Yes.
We would have loved you.
I definitely
Yeah.
feel better when I feel like I look good.
yeah.
Right, according, not to my standards. And it could just be like a quick little 4-minute makeup job.
Yeah.
It's a little edge control my edges.
Yes.
But, and unfortunately, I've been that way my whole life. I used to wash my hair in middle school before I went to school in the morning. If I don't feel like I look good, it literally affects my attitude. I feel like I look ugly, if you're gonna get ugly. I don't want the world to get ugly, right?
Yeah.
So I definitely don't leave the house without putting just a little something on my face and walking past the mirror and I'm like, okay, girl. Even if it's an old outfit, but still, like, I feel good. So when the pandemic first started, that's when I was shifting to being an entrepreneur. And I had to learn, like, no, those things that worked for you then, some things that's gotta work for you now. I try to work with pajamas. I was too relaxed. Especially for a time when I'm building in a new way, I needed to be together. And also there's a study that shows when you have your shoes on, something about your shoes tells your mind you're either about to do something or you're more focused. Because as soon as you want to get comfortable and you come home, what's the first thing you do? Take your shoes off. So there's times in my office, it'll be 1 o'clock in the morning and I have on shoes. I have on shoes a lot because it's mentally telling myself like you're still in work.
Yeah. I went backwards. I feel like before COVID, I used to get myself ready, like you say, even if I was just gonna be home. But then after COVID happened and you couldn't go to the restaurants, you couldn't go anywhere, even the mall or anything, it's like, I started getting lazy.
I don't believe you.
I have to get myself. I still do, like, you'll come home, like, if you come visit me, sometimes during the week when I work from home, I got like a t-shirt on.
I was like you, like, I gotta get myself together, I'm gonna be around some people that are gonna.
I'll still have my mascara and lipstick on though,
Yeah.
even if I ain't in my pajamas or anything. I don't know what it is, but they talk lipstick happen, I'll be like, wait, let me grab my mascara. I was like,
That's a
I
good
can't
idea,
stop.
actually.
It's like, I
Make
can't
it
stop
simple.
it. Yeah. I was like,
Yes, my boyfriend will tell me, oh, you don't need to wear makeup, you're beautiful.
I know.
I was like,
Yeah.
and he's like, why do you think, why do you put makeup on? I tell you, it's okay if you don't. I was like, I have to do it for me.
Yes, for me.
For me.
Yes, yes.
That's what that thing said before.
It is, it's about what you guys bring to the table and what's coming out, like, do you feel good? I feel confident, I feel empowered, I feel, you change that with your clothes, so it is a psychological thing. Okay, hey, Google, play respect.
Okay, asking Pandora to play some music.
All right, Angie, you back there?
It was being weird.
No, yeah, I know.
Angie,
There you are. Did she walk away? Yeah, no, she probably was standing right there. and I didn't see her. Is it gonna play?
Yeah, it's
Turn
playing,
the
it's just
volume
really
up.
quiet.
Turn the volume up. Oh, how do I say it?
Okay,
Google, turn up 20%. Okay, Google, turn up 20%. That's resting me. That's fine. Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Play Respect by Aretha Franklin.
Oh, asking Pandora to play some music.
I don't think Pandora can do specific. No,
Oh,
it just plays like the
did it the
radio.
last time. Yeah, we just did this. Well, turn it up a little. Turn up, hey, turn up 20%.
Say, hey, Google.
Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Turn up 20%.
Got it.
Switch over to, and what I did was style her. So you can take perfect for summer. It's all springy looking. And this is from her closet. And so Angie, would you have placed this little vest jacket thing over now?
No.
Tell me what you would not have done.
I would probably have 99-cent Walmart flip-flops on. And I would probably have, just a tank top on underneath this.
Okay, so just
Nothing, yeah.
nothing over it. Okay. Hey, Google, pause. Okay. All right. Got it that time to make it be quiet, but, okay, and then she likes color. So how many of y'all wear a lot of color in the room?
Only in the summer.
Okay, so color changes things. So that's one of the tips that I would say, and I would definitely think through your coloring, like when you're putting it on. Okay,
I
now.
think your earrings would go with that outfit.
Yes, it would. And I love contrast. That's what makes this pop even more.
If she's about to.
Okay,
She's still sitting right here.
yes.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna style Dee Dee real quick. And so just one of the things I just want to encourage y'all, if you don't have the right fitted clothes, if they are ill-fitting, that also deters from you putting your clothes on. You think about it all the time, you're constantly in your head. So I would highly encourage you to make sure you know your body type and how to dress it. Okay? Okay, you want to change.
She's right before I close my.
Come on, okay, so you stand right here, okay, and then, so she brought some clothes and I did find out that if you put clothes that fit you, rather than the number, don't look at the number, but if they fit you, you feel more comfortable than trying to squeeze it.
You can't look at the number on Amazon. You gotta look at the measurements.
Numbers are not
I learned
right.
that hard way.
You want to do it, so you want to do it. And
get rid of the closures if you're gonna fit into one day. They use up their space, so,
Dee Dee has amazing clothes. I love
Wow,
these.
those are
So how
nice.
many of y'all have clothes in your closet with tags on them that you have not worn? Why? Tell me a couple things.
Well, one, I bought it online during the COVID era, thinking I would go back to the office. And I never went back to the office. And now I dropped 50 pounds and they don't fit.
Ooh, okay.
Wow, 50 pounds.
So that's a great thing to think about, like, what do you guys do when you have clothes that you have dropped weight in? What are you, selling them? Are you giving them away? You giving them away? Okay, some people, if you have higher end clothes, there are boutiques like Simply Chic that you can sell your stuff at, what's another one, it's up in Carmel. Huh? Okay,
In Greenwood.
so up in, right, there's 4 locations for Simply Chic, and I'll mention yours in just a second. For Simply Chic, there's one, I think in Lafayette, there's one in, 146 in Hazeldale, one off of 86 in Ditch, and then one off of, 96, and it's 465, like it runs through there. So that is that consignment shop is great. I feel like there are other ones, I don't mess with them because I love the way that they have so much variety, high and low end, and Simply Chic. And then see if there's one out, down south. And then what was the one that you just said?
Selective Seconds.
Selective Seconds, and that's
Greenwood.
in Greenwood, just for anyone that lives out south.
There's one called Toggle over here.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, yeah, Toggery, is it the Toggery? Yes, that's right, sales are great. Come on through, got our model, beautiful Angie Nuttall. Yeah, she is fast. I'm
That's
like,
right. I have kids.
I just love little glasses. I need some of that thunder. All right, so she looks gorgeous, and so this is the spring look, and then in the fall, she could switch out to this color, and it's like, sorry, I can't do that.
It's okay. You can touch me.
But these colors, even though it's like color blocking, that's another thing that they call this whole look. But it's also this tonal, it's tonal. All these colors would be on the color wheel, right? And it would just kind of flow. That's another way for you to approach putting your looks together, because this just kind of takes it to a different level. It's not the same, right? Okay, so I would put those, and I would keep those shoes because in fall is still kind of nice enough to wear your sandals. All right, French tuck. Who knows how to do a French tuck? Okay, so it is, you can do it different ways, but this one is a side French tuck. And if you even have your belt on, like it's a peekaboo, and it also is an angle thing, like it takes away like your visual, it's like a trick with your eyes. I do it all the time. You can also do it in the very middle and just let it hang. It's depending on what you're looking for, but you just play with it until you get it. Another thing that is fun to do as well is, where I put it, put scarves around the waist. Who does that? Anybody in here do that? Okay. So just they have long ones, and you can just thread them through just like a belt. I would like look up on YouTube just how to, fold them just to make sure, and you can thread it through. This also creates interest. You could do it on your neck, you could do it around your waist, whatever works and makes you feel comfortable. But it's just another thing to bring attention and change up the outfit and a little pizzazz. The other thing, so if you had on her other jeans, like I love the French, I wouldn't do this to French, okay? But I just roll these up, show more of that skin. And look at that. And so I loved doing that with the other ones.
It's super cute when you did it too. I was like, I never even thought of that.
Yeah. And so I'm not doing any kind of trick or tip that y'all couldn't see and ain't seen, but you're not applying it to yourself. So I just want to encourage y'all to do that because it does make you feel in the moment and now. All right. Okay.
I'll tell her.
Yep. So any questions, any comments, any things y'all want to ask me? How do you?
Sorry, go ahead. You know, you're talking about scarves. I got so many scarves that I never use. Like, how do you make sure that you transition to those scarves when you're putting together outfits? It's almost like an afterthought, like belts, you know, or stuff like that. And
Accessorizing
Yeah.
is really
how do
important.
you put that in the front of your, you know,
Well,
like, think about it.
that's a great question because it's about planning.
Right.
And how many people just said that they just be like, whatever. So if that's the case, then you're going to forget. You're definitely going to forget. But if you pre-plan and you said, okay, I'm strategic about what I'm shopping for, save me money. Because it's just like, I don't know, how many of y'all meal plan? Like you write out what you're having for my kids. As I made it, that's how I made it for 4 kids, seriously. And so all that said, it's the same mentality. The way you budget for your finances, you can take that same posture with styling yourself, and you actually will get more use out of it. Okay, you'll get way more than you realize. Come on through, girl. Oh, see, and I didn't even get to see her in this. And Diddy, take your stroll, girl. Take it. Go up there and work it. I hate we don't have music, but I can't talk over the music. And now these are her clothes. Those were Angie's clothes. I didn't do anything. I didn't buy nothing for nobody. These women haven't since the closet. Aren't they?
And I still wear them in the summer, even though they're.
I would too. And look at these gorgeous earrings. Oh, absolutely. So I really just, she said she has not worn these.
I have, and they're a little bit loose. For literally 4 years.
Well, I tell you what, if you have lost weight and you love a piece, what would you do with it? Would you just there you go, alter it. You want to keep it, alter it. Don't get rid of it. And then, I love the way it fits on you, though. And so this is fun. So this is pattern. How many of you wear pattern? So I definitely would suggest, like, if you have areas that you don't want brought attention to, then you do not put pattern on that. Okay, so definitely she can wear this. She looks good. She feels confident. This is who. And then when you look at her, what are you thinking? Like when I look at her and I see that on the bottom, I'm thinking she's got a lot of fun personality. It's telling us a story about who she is. Again, back to the presentation. Who are we presenting? So I like this, what I think.
You think it's some
Hot pink on the top. And then accessories are super important. It's just the same thing that we were talking about with the scarf, just that simple little trick. The scarf could be with a white t-shirt, some jeans, and some cute gym shoes. And boom, you got a cute little look, and you're not working hard, and you don't look like you're trying hard, because you know we get old. So that accessories are huge. They amp it up. Okay, I'm gonna do one more thing. And I think, I'd like to see that better. All right, keep count.
It is operating as the same for the check.
It's the heading, yeah.
And I'm sure it's already. The other thing that I would say, how many of y'all, when y'all go like on a date night or on like a wedding or some kind of event,
An event that is not just your average thing, you're definitely going to say a gala. How many do you have like little clutches? Everybody does. Okay, good. What about like crossbodies? Okay, good. Okay,
find that, well, this is another place to have fun with texture and just something different. It's just a little, I got a little attitude, hey, it's just another way for you to work your personality. I'm just giving y'all little things. I wish I had my belts. Cause she had that little thing on and I was like, oh, that jumpsuit would have been super cute with a wrap belt. Cause it's just a little different thing that just takes it up a notch. So, okay, what other? How many of y'all have a lot of accessories? Okay, purses, shoes, on point, but earrings, no. Jewelry, no. Is that because, is there a reason? Tell me why.
I never replaced it. I used to wear it all the time. Now it's outdated, worn out. I need to throw it away.
Yeah.
But some things have memory to it, so I keep it in a box.
Okay.
I'm never gonna wear it again.
Okay. Yeah.
That's next on my list of upgrade.
Okay. All right. Melody, same thing.
Yeah, basically, I mean, I just like fun stuff, but I really don't have, especially since I switched jobs to 100% remote.
Yeah.
I don't really have a need to wear it all unless I just put it on.
Yeah.
Wear it out.
And what about date night with your boyfriend?
It's usually pretty
Chill.
casual. Yeah, pretty casual. And I have my go-to.
Okay, so then you're more, then that's just your personality. That's
Right.
more what you do. Okay, that's
So,
cool.
yeah.
No
I mean, I'm
need to
not a
change
morning
it.
person, so I really, like, when I was working in the office, I simplified things. I had a basic uniform, if you will. That wasn't a
Yeah.
uniform, but it's like black trousers and a sweater or a solid colored sweater or a solid colored shirt and black blazer or black sweater. And that was, so I could always get that on and I jump in the shower and I can sleep another 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, yes. Yes. Anybody else online? Do you all have any questions or do y'all like have accessories and clutches and some of the things we've been talking about in here?
I mean, I know I have a lot of accessories and purses and stuff because I don't have to worry about if they fit me or not. So I just keep buying them because I know that I have them and they fit well.
That's hilarious.
Hi, my name is Jen and I have a problem.
Did you say you needed me to come and detox some of that
Jen?
stuff? Yes. Anybody else?
My mother had the same,
No, go ahead.
my mother had the same philosophy, Jen, on accessories. And she always says that's why diamonds are a girl's best friend. They don't matter. Doesn't matter where you're at. They fit you. So,
Mhm. Amen.
I think Jen has some clothes with her to show you.
Oh, yay.
I mean, so almost everything in my closet is black or navy. I don't believe in color, which is a problem.
Why? Can you tell me why?
Because I feel like color accentuates my fatness. So
Oh,
I don't,
my gosh.
I know I don't like it. I don't want any to stand out. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, I have like a whole row of black pants and then we have black or navy. I have a few things with some print on it, but not too much.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want to let you anywhere near my closet. I love you. Sorry.
But that's like not like, it's not me, like that's you. Like I wouldn't do anything but like bring your beauty out. That's all I'm trying to do. It's just to make you feel happy and have a little fun.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm trying, but yeah. No, my family even teases me when I bring something else home. And they're like, it's black, isn't it? Maybe.
Okay. Okay. So did you want me to take a look at that or did you like to style it possibly, or do you want me just to?
No, it's literally, I mean, I didn't grab too much. It's literally a pair of black pants and a navy shirt. I mean,
Okay.
it's nothing too exciting here.
I've seen that shirt.
I like the shirt. This was an Amazon deal. So
Amazon, yep. So you do shop, you just shop online.
I do, I every once in a while. I mean, I think it was Lydia that said it, you know, I've shot more for my kids than for me. So,
Yes. That's another thing that I run into with mamas. It's always about the kids and they will take their little savings and spend it on the kids. I'm not going off on you or get mad at you. I just know that is an area. Lydia, did you want to say something?
I think so. I don't think so. I don't love carry-on purses. I'm pretty much no frills. I don't really have a lot of decorations anywhere. Like I don't have a lot of stuff. I have,
Accessories.
yeah, well, I have a lot of accessories. So those are really not my problem. My problem is trying to dress to cover up my arms and my fat and like, not, and I'm short. So finding clothing that, you know, accentuates the right things and hides the other things. So accessories, I think I'm pretty good on.
Okay, all right, thank you.
You know, can I say something about that? So Lydia, I think it's interesting that you say that because that is not what I remember about you. I don't recall any of those things that you said about your appearance, so sounds like mindset.
Absolutely.
Mindset challenge. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
I mean, it's a mindset. You know, if we could go into that, but we can talk about that in a minute. Okay, so we'll come back to the mindset stuff. Go ahead, model.
Wow.
And look at those shoes. So when you come back, I want you to show the shoes.
It's super cute.
Yes.
Super cute.
Yes.
I need to go visit your closet.
But it's so cute. I love it. And I feel like if you had like so can y'all see her little cute leopard shoes on? She has these cute little flat leopard shoes, and that just did a pop of personality right there. That's pattern. You can do metallics, like there's just 1,000 different things. And again, the accessory just zhuzhed it up a little bit. And honestly, she could have put a black t-shirt on with a jacket and made that super cute and chill and not so elevate. This is very elevated to me. I mean, I love it.
This is very Saturday night.
Oh, I need to go somewhere with you. So where are we going with this look? Where are we going?
What's next Zoom call?
I know we have to see the shoes. Yes.
Speaking of shoes though, I found out, like, you know, we all complain about clothes not fitting us right, and that's one of our excuses as to why we don't dress nice sometimes. But the shoes tell a lot about what decade or what style you're in. If you're stuck in the 80s, like you say, you're gonna have shoes from the 80s, and people are gonna tell.
Or leopard, okay, it's leopard, not
Yeah,
80s.
but they're, you know,
Leopard is in.
I think if you stay in style with the shoes that are in season, you can wear the same jeans and the same top, but you're gonna continue to be in style. When you stay with the same shoes for years and years and don't change your shoes, you get stuck. I feel like.
I think that is depending on what type, because there's timeless and foundation.
Oh, yeah.
Like we talked about, like I don't care who doesn't like it, I would wear leopard till I die. Like that's just so classic to me, like a white collared shirt, a blazer, a black or navy blazer. Like you have to have those foundational pieces even to build something like this. So that's what I would.
With certain heels.
Yeah,
From certain years, the heels do evolve.
And I love that you said that because there are that's trend. So when you're shopping, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a foundation, which is what I talked about earlier, or trend? Because we can go to the either opposite, and you can't build a whole wardrobe off of trend. You can't just have foundation either, or it's boring. So thank you. You look amazing. See, we could, I mean, yeah, just going to the dinner.
Actually wore this to the last concert I went to. Was it 2019? I went to see Mary J. Blige.
Oh.
I had this on.
And jeans, I hope you wear them.
I had a black jeans that had patchy leather.
Oh, yeah.
And I had some black leather sandals on.
Yes.
I keep a pair of leather shoes.
Yes.
I
love that.
Are they
Yes.
stretchy? Like, are they?
Well,
I think I
put on ends up stretchy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but very comfortable. I'm like, where are we finding these colors? Yeah.
New York, is it still called New York and Company?
Yeah, and they're online. I haven't, they're not, they are definitely online. They're not.
Oh, no, they're ankle, but because I'm short, they're probably a little bit longer on me.
And tailoring for the petite ladies, don't give up, you can tailor, get your stuff tailored, is just the best way. Buy the, I'm sure y'all already know this, but if you don't, just go buy at the biggest point of your waistline and go get them tailored. So if you have a tiny waist, but you got hips, go get them tailored into your waistline. Don't let it be so hard, because it's not. There are ways, they sell short now, so there's different ways. Yes.
Well, I was gonna say something when we were talking about like the jeans, like in between sizing, like, I mean, being in college, like I go in between sizes all the time, but you can buy like these little buttons on Amazon that like you can pin onto the waistband and just like tighten it a little bit more. Cause I know like, especially with girls and like hips and stuff, like it's so hard to find jeans that fit around the waist, but like it makes it so easy to just like tighten it just like a little bit more so that actually fits. But that's a fine.
That makes me think about the toddlers.
Yeah,
And
Amazon.
toddler,
Like
little
$4
kids,
for like five. It's great. I wear them like almost every day. So
Okay, let's do one more thing with, sorry, I wanted the music on, but it was just a lot to get it back and forth. I would have had to like do a whole lot, but let me get this back up here. I want to talk to y'all about do's and don'ts, how to get your outfits, like what are you gonna do in your wardrobe? What can you do and what not to do?
Are you gonna talk about the red outfit?
Oh, me too, definitely. Well, why don't you come over here and tell us about your red situation?
Okay. Let me grab it. So this is an outfit that I bought, still has the tags on it. And I have always had a bias against red because just being in corporate, and understanding marketing and colors and how people relate to colors. Red is a very volatile color. So, I mean, when I look at red, I think of anger and jealousy. So I got this outfit one day when I was feeling rather rebellious. And I'm like, I'm gonna get that and I'm gonna wear that one day. And I've not worn it. I mean, I bought this like probably 3 years ago. And I've never worn it because I just know that like when you're around men, I mean, they look at it from a sexual standpoint, right? It's really, and so I definitely don't want that. I mean, I thought I might get this and go out on a date with my husband, but those dates, I mean, when you go to like Longhorns or whatever, that's not really something, a place that you would wear something like this, but also because for women who are very insecure, when they see another woman in red, it can provoke envy and it can provoke jealousy no matter what. So I bought this and so you tell.
I told her that if she bought it and she's never gonna wear it. I was like, get rid of it. Just because it's just not you. It didn't speak to who she is, right? She just gave y'all all the reasons why, which I think is really, really important for y'all to make sure you do. Like, because you're just gonna let it hang in the closet and do exactly what it's done for 3 years.
So I'm giving this away today.
What size is it?
This is a size 8.
I wish you would put it on because I think it will look good.
It does
I
look good on
do,
her.
especially with that hair, with your hair.
It looks very pretty, but it's a thing, it's one of those things where you have to know yourself. And that's the part that I want my ladies, whoever I work with, to have confidence in their choices. Yeah, because she's not gonna be confident. She's gonna be thinking about it all the time. She's gonna be thinking about
oh, shoot, I wonder if that woman feels uncomfortable with me, or I wonder if this, and that's no.
Red is the opposite for me. If I wear red, I feel empowered.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like, so even the dress that I wore to the gala, it was red.
And it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous on you.
Black.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I added the red lipstick and I pulled my hair back into like a 20 style,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and, you know, it's like I had red diamond earrings on and silver and I felt like, I mean, I was in a room with Vice President's brother, who, you know, I was like, here we are with, you know, red pins, and I'm like, I am one of them.
I'm not feeling this out.
I have no job, and I feel like I'm
Well, there's a lot of truth in what you're saying though, because I feel like whenever I wear red, I stand out like a sore thumb. And I had an experience one time where I was going and speaking, I had a keynote and I had a red dress and I got on my plane and I mean, everybody just was looking at the dress, right? It's like they were stunned and I felt, and I mean, I looked over and there were a couple of women that were like, you know, turning their nose at me. It's like, man, I don't ever want to have, I work with women. I don't ever want anything to get in the way with my relationship with them. So I felt, and it was this color,
Interesting.
you know, so anyway, so it's up for grabs. Who would like this size 8?
I don't know if I am size 8, but
I would
I'll
try
try it on.
Yes,
you should.
Try it on.
Do you want me to try it on?
absolutely
Sure.
very
Okay.
cute. Yes.
Okay, I will try it on.
Yeah.
It's very pretty. I definitely get what you're saying though, with red. I like agree with you. Like I think it's very like,
Yes, that's.
I feel very like, especially during like the holidays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like you, but I think of love, I think of Christmas, I think of, you know, those like red lipstick and just red cherry and, you know, sweet stuff.
I'm sticking with my purples and blues.
That's
why.
And that's, wait, that Angie, that orange looks awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that.
She can wear color. She wears, I mean, everybody can. You just gotta find your colors and rock them.
Well, another thing, is there like a better color like this, skin tones?
Yes, absolutely. There's whites, there's different kinds of whites you don't want to put on your skin because it will. But I want to say this real quick about the mindset stuff that we touched on just a little earlier. I understand mindset because in a totally different way, which is so funny, because I'll wear bold lipstick, wear bright colored clothes, don't even think twice about it. But there's a lot of ways I use that to cover up my fear of being rejected. So I've learned a whole lot about how I hide. Other people hide for different reasons, like not to call you and put you on the spot, Jen, but the blue and the black is nothing wrong with loving blacks and loving whites, but it's the reason why you do it. If it is so you will hide and fade away in the background, that is something I would be pressing the button about and asking why. Because it's more, there's more. And Lydia, same to you. We all know this stuff and we can coach everybody and tell everybody, but there are reasons why and it keeps us from having abundant life. That's what I feel like. In my life, that's what it keeps me from. Hey! Keep it. Here's our turn. Look at this. Oh, I like that. And so, beautiful Annie.
Oh my goodness.
One of the things I would love, like I.
Yes, Anthony.
I know. And something like, let's say you're wearing this for the holiday, you could add a jacket to it. You know, you could also add a little cute wrap belt with it. I love pockets. I'm always looking for pockets in dresses.
Yeah.
I know. It is. Well, they're coming back, but I know like a lot of times I love it when it happens. Yeah, it's great. But look at that color on her.
I mean, it fits you perfectly.
I was surprised you remembered that. I was like, wow. And then like, you don't have this darling, so you, I think you said, so like something fun. This is tweed, that's pattern.
Ooh, I like that.
Right?
Yeah,
And some
yeah.
black velvet, I mean, or like, you know, she looks like she had
You
on.
wear a leather jacket over there, a blue jean
She
jacket.
can dress this up and
Well,
dress
there's a
it
blue
down.
jean jacket up there.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, try that on.
Any color blazer.
I know, it's something, like, you can even put a blue blazer over top.
Yeah.
There it is.
Here's a little
Yeah.
jacket, this makes it more dressing down.
Yes,
So you can have more
Oh, I
use
got
out
the
of
bag.
it.
Oh, my goodness,
You
you
know
know how to do
what?
the bag across your.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
like,
like,
oh, here,
that's
that's
right.
right. There you go. There you go.
But you gotta put it on right, you gotta.
Okay, give me a second, I didn't think I was gonna be put on this
And put
spot.
it under your collar.
And
and fix your
Still
hair.
go mix that with.
Oh,
There you go. Yes.
Okay, now
There you
I'm-
go.
Oh, yeah.
So I love how the collar is a little attitude. That's a little.
Yes.
This is cute.
And you can still put some heels on with
Yeah.
that. like
And be
that.
cute.
I wouldn't wear these shoes. These are, you know.
Yeah, well, you just got put on the spot.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, look at you. And then you just move your ponytail from there. to Look, she put her hand in the pocket.
Thank you, Annie. This is awesome.
Angie, that's so nice that you gave that away. Look how she wore that
I
red.
know.
This was not meant for me, it's meant for her.
Yes,
I
that's
like
right.
her hair like that with the outfit. Yeah.
It's really simple.
Yes,
It's very
yes.
chic.
I'm gonna go down for.
Okay, let me finish this up. Okay, so do's and don'ts. So we want to make our wardrobes the best, right? Because it's a reflection of us. We're wearing a statement about ourselves. So there are top 3 mistakes in your wardrobe. You are missing foundational pieces. So white collared shirt, t-shirts, go look it up. It's out there. Come see me. And then wrong fit on your clothing. Huh?
I said I wasn't sure if you meant like foundation.
Oh, yeah, you do need a good bra. You need you some tummy cover when you wear a nice dress, just to smooth you out. There's, Spanx, yep. And so, yes, that's part of it, but it's also like staples, like a white collared shirt, a blazer, a black blazer. It doesn't have to be black, but it's very versatile. I can take this jacket off and put the black blazer on with this and put some heels on it, and I'm going out with my husband tonight. So there are different things that you can do. I definitely suggest that. The wrong fit, the wrong fit of clothes, you will feel frumpy. You will feel like a grandmother if you are not careful about the fit. You're stuck in the rut with the same clothes, using them over and over again. What do you think what does that do to your mind? What is that doing? What is that saying to you about you, not anyone else? You're saying a story to everybody else, but mostly to you. Okay, so top 3 things to transform your wardrobe is purchase those foundational pieces.
Are there seasonal foundation?
Yes, because you got shorts for,
Right. Or like the white long sleeve maybe versus white shorts.
that's a great question. There's tanks or foundational camisoles. They're kind of like, I won't say silk, but kind of like a silk. Those are foundational because they'll take your wardrobe to the next level. It's just easier. White t-shirt, period. I'm not kidding. Black t-shirt. Okay. Any other questions? Because I don't want to ignore y'all. Anybody else got questions over there, up there in the web world? Try on clothes and make sure they fit and they're the right style. I think Jennifer, you were saying earlier that you don't try on your clothes. You gotta try on those clothes. I mean, you got to, because you'll get them on you and you won't like them.
They actually have a feature called Amazon Prime Wardrobe where you can order clothes and then just keep what you want and return the rest. And
That's kind of like
And they charge
Stitch
you
Fit.
for what you say, or what you keep.
Well, one of the things that Marty does, which is super cool, is she will work one-on-one with clients. She'll go in and do an assessment in their closet and put things together. But she'll actually go out and shop for them.
Yeah.
And put things
Together, style them. I do all of that. Yes, I shop, I consult, I take care of your foundational issues. I come in to see what you don't have. And I love what I do. It's a little crazy. I have to have help to pull me back, honestly. And another thing that most people don't do that I do as well to help transform is what we were shown tonight: color, pattern, and texture. Tweed is a texture, and it's adding interest to you, to who you are, not adding interest to look like someone else in a magazine. That's not our life. I have a friend and that's what she loves. So she'll go buy something that she saw and she'll try to look like, and that's great for her, but that's not the way we dress every day. I want to dress you for you, not the mall or the fashion runway, but just for your everyday use, your lifestyle. What are you doing and how are you dressing for your lifestyle? That's why I ask those questions. What are you representing where you are? Are you representing being that CEO of your company? Are you walking in what you're talking? And can you feel it in your skin? Like I'm talking about confidence that comes from within and not just for this outward and you feel empty on the inside. It really does affect us. So I would, the other thing that I love about doing these color patterns and having art, it really does flatter you. It makes you, brings out your God-given features. Like the blue she has on brings out her blue eyes, makes her blonde pop. Like her hair's an accessory. So I just want to encourage y'all that this does matter. And if any of y'all have any questions, if you would like me to do a consultation with you, I'd be happy to do that with y'all. It's passion, it's just my passion. So I just want to see women really embrace their bodies where they are right now and not where they're trying to get. We all need to embrace where we are right now. So thank y'all for this time. Thank y'all.
So I want to say something because when Marty and I were by ourselves before everybody got here, and I brought my clothes in, she didn't talk much. She just started going, doing all of this stuff. And I'm like most other women, the pandemic, man, it really sucks the life out of you, you know, just thinking about everything that we've been through. And I found myself being lazy too with what I was wearing. I mean, I wasn't joking when I said, hey, VIP t-shirt and my black stretchy pants. I mean, Crystal, you see me. I mean, and it was just like, I'm just trying to get through the week. Well, just today, when Marty started taking my clothes that I've had in my closet and started piecing them together differently and folding up the little legs and taking a pair of shoes that I usually only wear with one or two of my outfits and mixing them. I mean, something happened to me. I mean, I was like, I like this. You know, I feel better. And so when we get stuck in that mindset of, you know, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, it really is having an impact on the mindset. But the moment that I started changing things around, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going on vacation, and now I've got like 3 outfits already just from whatever I have. So there really is something to be said about, you know, dressing based on how you want to feel versus how you feel. So I think that that's key. I mean, that's an important part of us being women in business, but also just feeling good about ourselves.
And just the way that she took a pattern that I had and mixed it together. I mean, coming from what we went through the pandemic, look at how many of us and other people took what we had, repurposed it, and now have a different career using what we had. Right? So it was interesting for me to see you do that with clothes, because I feel like sometimes in coaching, I'm doing that with people's lives. Right? And it's just good to know society, I feel like sometimes wants us to think we always have to buy something, get something new, or have a whole drastic change to either have value or just to do something different. But it's like, no, we can always work and maybe just repurpose what we have.
Yeah.
Yes, have a package that I do that. I literally do this because some people are not, they don't need it. That one right there is one of my closest friends, and I did that for her closet. And just, she has amazing clothes. She has great style, but she needed me to pare stuff down.
Too much to appreciate
And,
what I had.
yes, and
I
that
had to
is like,
share with people.
so
And it was
like,
okay.
to your point of shopping, like you don't always have to do that because you have probably enough, or you might have too much and you need to pull back and gift it to other people because that's her heart and that's what she does. But yeah, that it's really possible. I will go through and be like, no, that don't fit you. No, we going places.
You know what? You said something that was really, really important, and that is, what you wear tells a story about you. That you nailed that when you said that, because I just keep going back to the VIP t-shirt and my black stretchy pants. That's telling a story like, I'm worn out. I don't care what's on my body. I just want to get through the day. And especially if you are in business, you're an entrepreneur, you are selling your services. What are you saying to your clients? If you're in a corporate environment or you're working for someone else and you're showing up every day and you're not caring, what does that say? We are telling a story. And one thing that I've appreciated about working with you is, hey, I need to wake up because people they're formulating stories. So thank you.
One thing I developed when you said that, when you present and your clothing tells a story, I immediately thought of the full armor of God.
Yes.
We put that on every day, but do we represent it? Our clothing tells that story of whether or not we're wearing his armor. Are we, if we don't care about ourselves, did we really dress ourselves in the armor of God? It's like if we're just walking around frumpy, we're not putting effort into our hair, putting effort into presenting ourselves, then people aren't going to be as welcoming to us, and they're not going to be like, oh wow, I need to stay away from her. It's like then, but if we presented ourselves with that confidence, like she is fully, completely dressed today. She is in her zone with her colors. She is. And you can.
We didn't plan this, by the way.
No, I know. It's like, and you can see that she's inviting, she's welcoming. You can come to her, and then she is fully clothed in the armor of God, and she can portray that to the environment that's around her. And it's like, but if she was sitting in here in her, black stretch pants, her hair all jacked up and no makeup on, be like, what do you need to have?
And that can work the other way as well. So talking about the mindsets, a lot of the type of work that I do, right? And so when the two ladies introduced themselves, Jennifer and Lydia, and describe yourself, and when it's good to own, and you guys did that well. You own who you are and what you want to share, and so using the word, I think fat, right? The word fat. To own that word the way you want to use it, it's different than the way that people have put it out as a deficit. Like if we all should look the same, and it's just impossible for everyone to look the same. And so we buy into this image because some of our bodies are framed for more skin, more meat on it, okay? It's just how it's structured, right? But the world tells us that you have to look like this. And then there's people who are super small and they want to put weight on, right? They want to put pounds on because the world said you shouldn't look like that,
Yeah.
right? And so we think about ourselves based off of someone else's perception, representation, understanding, control. But when you own it yourself, and if that's what, if some people say fat and they have a different acronym for what that means, fabulous, also terrific, right? So, I mean, like when it's represented because you owned it, then it's different. And when you dress it, because the armor is protecting what's under it, the essence of the person and the skin, this body. The armor is protecting those vital organs, right? Whether that's the hat, so when you put on the hat, or you wrapping your hair, or you add some braids, you can think of it's protecting the body itself. And so who gets to say who you are?
Oh, I love this.
Right? And so you get to reframe that. And so kind of the work that I do is like being so self-aware that, so I call myself fat, because I do that too. I call myself fat. There's different areas on my body that I just wish was different, but they're not. And so Marty has helped with that. It's like, well, if you wear your shirts here, if you do this, if you do that, this is your body, enjoy it, right? So I dress it to enjoy it. And no one gets to take that from me, right? No one gets to take that. And so think about that when you think about who you are, right? Hey, somebody might, you never know, and you could be sitting in a room and you can have on your dark colors, Jennifer, and you can have so much light and love and expression to give somebody else, and they can misread you because they didn't even try to come into your space to see really what you got for them. Exactly. You might have just learned some healthy lessons. And so you nice and strong, and you got a message too. You have a story too, right? So it's not all about that outward appearance. It's got to look at the outward. He looks at the heart. Marty works with the heart, right? So when she comes in, she's just not dressing the outer person. You can add this, you can add that, but the attitude of the heart comes out with the outward expression. And then you rocking it. You know, like you rocking it, whether you're in your sweats or in your bed clothes or whatever, right? Or in your dress. Yeah, put makeup in the car, right?
Definitely addicting, because I wanted like a whole new wardrobe. Must have been January 2020. But I'm telling you, I purged, like I let go of stuff, and my financial situation is completely different. So clothes is the last of my priority. I just work with what I have. However, though, this is challenging me to really work with what I have. And more of a gratitude and appreciation versus always wanting, if that makes sense. So
Have a good little day, Sundays, after church, let's go see if you can find the cutest outfit ever.
I'm a Goodwill shopper. I love going to Goodwill and finding goodies.
Me too.
Well, this has been good. This has been real.
Marty, can I just say, that jean jacket is amazing. I've never seen a jean jacket like that.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
do you have
I love your
stores
shoes.
that you, like, do you have like, or is that like a city? Do you
No,
have like a
I'm
top
not a
five?
city girl.
Thank you.
Where you shop?
I love Simply Chic, like I said, because there's just bargains. They are going up everywhere it is, unfortunately, but it's still on the cheaper end. Target is a great, that shirt I had on was from Target. Who, what, where?
Yesterday?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yesterday.
So there's so many different places, like.
Ross Dress for Less.
And I just think it's about knowing that's another thing I would help you guys with, is knowing your body type, and that's huge.
Yeah.
If you don't know, you'll go try on clothes and you'll be so frustrated. So many of my clients, they're like, I go shopping, I just find nothing. And then I go to the same stores and I find their stuff, and they're like, how in the world, because your body told me.
Yeah.
It wasn't something I did. You told me about who you were. I listened. I want to hear my clients. I want to help them feel good. So yeah, there's different places I can send out emails on.
Well, so here's the awesome thing. You have Marty's email address on your worksheet. So she does a 30-minute free consult to talk to you. So you are welcome to book that with her. And she'll give you some good advice and tips and tell you what she can do to help you.
I also do a style party with one. It's called like a taste of MJS, so you can just do a little bit of this, but it would be more structured and a little different, a little more fun. Because I couldn't figure out.
Party with Marty for up to 6 ladies. I
Up to
believe.
6 ladies.
Mhm.
Yep.
And you walk away with at least 3 different styles based on what you have. All right, everybody, let's give Marty another hand. That's the end of our circle tonight. Thank you so much for being here. You're welcome to stay and chat, linger. I am going to turn off the live stream, but thank you.
Thanks, ladies.
Jen, I expect you to be in purple next time I see you.
Absolutely not.
Good, good.
Look at her, she's mad.
I'm gonna go home and apologize to my folks. Give you a big hug. I'm so sorry.
Karen, good to see you on here.
Karen.
Bye.
I can learn how to shop in my closet. You know what you say?
All right.
I'll find stuff.
Perfect, perfect.
Nice meeting you.